So the overall energy, Virgos, is the Three of Wands. So you're holding on to a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings here, and you're looking out over the world, and you're waiting for your ship to come in. So your ship is out there with this card surrounding your entire reading. Let's read on. Hopefully we will find out more about that ship. And if you look closely at this card, you can see the ships. There's 1, 2, 3. They are out there. And you're just waiting for one of them to come in and dock. Okay. So up in your highest energy is the 10 of Wands. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. So it's become, you've been under stress. You've been under a heavy burden. It might be just waiting for your ship to come in. It's like, where are they? Maybe you're giving up hope on that ship will ever come in. But whatever it is, this is a heavy burden that you've been carrying. It's the 10 of Wands. So you're going to be able to drop those wands. There's no 11. And see how hunched over? You're going to drop them one by one or all at once. Let's just keep reading. Right next to the 10 of Wands, I have the King of Swords. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. But you have your sword up. You're looking for truth. You're looking for clarity. You're in self-protection mode. All cards are male or female. So that's the energy of the card, which is the most important thing about the cards. So this burden, I think you're very much aware that you've been carrying a burden. I think you're very much aware that you've been waiting for the right person to come into your life. And but you're on guard at the same time. You're in self-protection mode. You're seeking truth. You're seeking clarity. You're not going to, any old ship that comes in is not going to, you're going to make sure it's the right ship. I have the 9 of Cups next to the King of Swords. This is guarding your love. You have a lot to offer. Look at that 9 cups sitting on that shelf behind you. Your arms are folded, and you're just kind of like, you have all that love, but you're waiting. You're guarding that love until the right person comes along. So you're trying to be as careful as possible about moving forward in love, even though you are ready for it and you want your ship to come in. I have the Moon under the 10 of Wands and next to the 3 of Wands. The Moon is the card for Pisces, so Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But more importantly, the energies is what matters about this card. This is about secrets to be revealed or hidden things to be revealed, night turning to day. You can see with that sun and moon all in the same picture. So it's like that lobster crawls out. You had no idea that lobster was there until it crawled out of the water. So something hidden will be revealed, and I think it's because it's sitting right next to this 3 of Wands. A ship is coming in, and I think it's going to be the last thing you really expect. I think you're kind of giving up hope about that, but it's coming in. But you will be very careful. You will be on guard about it when it comes in. That's what I think the Moon is representing here. And you'll be able to drop those wands. Always when the 10 of Wands comes out, you can only carry that burden for so long. You got to let them go. I have the Ace of Cups right next to the 3 of Wands and under the 9 of Cups. There's your 10th cup of love. Can't have more, okay? But this is being able to hand it out. And this can be an offer, and this can be a beautiful offer. Now, it might start out smaller, but it will turn into a huge love. Ace of Cups. On that ship, coming in, you're going to be able to hand out your love, and someone's going to offer you their love. And this is real love, okay? The Ace of Cups. I have the Star card under the Moon card. This is the card for Aquarius. Aquarius might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you've been going through a lot of healing. I think this is part of this burden while you're getting ready to move forward and waiting for your ship to come in. You're getting ready to drop those wands. You've been healing. So you probably were in a relationship that went wrong or went south. And it's like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water and remembering the bare essence of who you are. It's like, it's just healing. It's healing so deep, right down to your bare bones. Very spiritual. You've been going through it. You know, looky here. I have the Queen of Swords, the King, the Three of Wands, waiting for your ship, and then the Queen of Swords. This is a soulmate. Okay, this is a soulmate that's coming in. They might have air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. But it seems to me this relationship that's coming in on this ship with a lot of love, it's going to be based on communication, because that's what swords are. Swords are about truth, clarity, through communication. And look at the Queen of Swords. I mean, this is your energy. You have your hand out. You're asking the questions. You're speaking your mind. You're not holding anything back. You're getting to know this, whoever this is that's coming in on this ship. And your whole relationship is going to be based on truth, clarity, conversation, and love. Wow. Okay, so I have the Five of Cups. And so the Queen of Swords is actually facing the Five of Cups, and this is under the Ace of Cups. The Five of Cups is about disappointment in love. This is the focusing on the love that's gone wrong, okay? So I feel like you both have been, whoever's on your ship has also been disappointed in love. I think this is going to be part of your conversations. But this is what I call the card of hope, because there's two full cups of love right behind this figure. So you're going to be able to turn around and start looking at the love instead of the disappointment in love. Let's take out this second part of the reading for Virgos, please. Wow. Okay. So I have the Five of Wands right next to the Nine of Cups. Stress, anxiety, confusion. It's like being all up in your head, and you're guarding that love. I really was feeling like you were almost giving up hope on the right person coming into your life. And I think that you kind of dwelled on it a little bit. You're like, oh, I don't know. I just don't think it's going to work. There's nobody for me. The reason you're feeling that way is a past relationship that was breadcrumbing you. I have the Six of Pentacles right next to the Five of Wands. This is breadcrumbing. This is like almost begging for attention. It throws your scales off balance. It's like a one-sided relationship, and they barely feed you enough to keep you in a relationship. I don't know how long that went on for, but you're no longer in it. You're healing from it, but it's still a part of your life. It's still part of your psyche. So there was a lot of stress, anxiety, and confusion associated with a past relationship. You tried to figure it out. You're like, how can you love somebody who doesn't treat you back like they love you? It's the bits and pieces that they used to give you. The Queen of Cups is, all cards are male or female. The Queen of Cups is the only card in the deck that has a lid on the cup. And there's little windows all the way around that cup. And what the Queen's trying to do is peek in those little windows, because the Queen has questions about love, and that cup is full of answers. So your mind was all on, very confused, and kind of like, and the anxiety set in about the breadcrumbing. You know, your heart, your love, your heart went out there, and you just weren't getting it back. Well, next to this Ace of Cups on your ship coming in over here, looky here. Here's the offer. There is the offer right there that's coming in on this ship on what you've been waiting for. There it is. And that Knight of Cups that's coming in, that is a very sincere offer. So, as lovely as that looks, and they're marching, that stress and anxiety now about the love, it's like, hey, give this a chance. There's more fish in the sea. So, the Knight of Cups comes in, sincere love offer, heading right towards the Queen of Wands. This is your energy. And you're a very passionate person. It's like wherever you put your love, you put your passion, whether it's gardens, animals, people, work. And you are ready. You're holding on to that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings again. And you are ready to move forward. And then, you're waiting and they come in. They actually do come in. I'm surprised the magician isn't here because I feel like you're manifesting this whole thing. So it's like you almost give up and in they come, an offer. And you will seek the truth and clarity. But they're more than willing. Whoever's coming in is more than willing to talk and exchange everything about them, and you're going to talk about yourself. You're going to hold some things back because you're a little bit more reserved than they are. But this relationship will be based on truth, honesty, communication. This Queen of Wands here is right next to the Sun. So you're wondering, is there love out there for you? That's probably one of your questions. Yes, there's love out there for you. I have the Sun, one of my favorite cards in the whole deck. This is about fresh starts, new beginnings with lots of love and lots of joy. There might be a child involved with this card. Wow. So it's coming in. That's what they have to offer. And it may start out small, but that's where it's going. I have the Knight of Wands under the Knight of Cups and next to the Five of Cups. The Knight of Wands is what you were getting before. That's why you were being breadcrumbed. They weren't stable. They weren't solid or grounded. They flew in and out of your life. They would come in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings, and they would run out with the staff of passion. Just a very unsettled energy, and that's why your cups got kicked over here. So the Knight of Cups is very grounded, very settled, and very sincere. The Knight of Wands is not. The Knight of Wands is just thinking about them. So under the Queen of Wands now, see, they're running towards the Five of Cups and away from the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is right under the Queen of Wands. This is the Pentacle. This is the offer. This is huge. You got an Ace of Cups coming in, and you have an Ace of Pentacles coming in with this fresh start, new beginnings. Your ship is coming in. It's on its way. I'm not saying it's going to happen this week. You might still be going through some healing here. But very possibly they might have an air sign that's strong in their chart someplace. But it could be anything. But the energies is the communication. You're going to find out you're going to be able to communicate so easily with this person. It's like you're going to say, I can talk to you. So you're so easy to talk to. And you could talk all night long, So the Ace of Pentacles is the offer that's coming in eventually from this simple love offer that's coming in on that ship. You're going to start out as friends because you're on guard and you're going to get to know each other. They are definitely a soulmate. This is another soulmate card. They might even be someone you know now as a friend, okay? But this is the meeting of the hearts and minds. This is a soulmate card. You're going to become friends first. This is right under the Sun, right next to the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm saying is you might know this person already that's coming in since we have the Two of Cups. If not, you will still become friends first. And you are soulmates. You are definitely soulmates. Wow. I like this reading, Virgo. Okay, so we had 2 extra cards come out. Looky here. Look what came out. The Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Looking for that security, stability, looking towards your future. Are they out there? Yes, they're out there. The Four of Wands, are they going to be a soulmate? Is there going to be joy and love? Are you going to be able to be married or have union, celebrate your union with each other? Yes, we got the Four of Wands right here. It's coming in. I'm really surprised the Magician isn't here, like I said before, because I feel like you manifested this, and I think you're doing it through all this healing. And you're letting this, by letting these other energies go, the past energies, it kind of opens doors. It frees space for your ship to come in. Okay, I have another card here. I'm going to pull you a card from the Law of Attraction. Esther Hicks speaks, she is a medium, and she has this entity from the universe, and they call themselves Abraham, which speak through her with messages. She actually asks questions and they answer. And I've been to actually one of these seminars, and people can ask questions, and Abraham can come through and answer them for them and everyone who's there. And these are cards. These are messages from Abraham. And I'm going to pull you one. May or may not have to do with the reading, but it's something about life that they want you to hear. And here we go. Get ready to cut these. And I'm going to cut right there. I get what I think about wanted or not. Okay, so make sure you think about your wanted thoughts, not about the thoughts you don't want. Okay, just I get what I think about wanted or not. So on the reverse is what Abraham says about that. And so you can pause and read this anytime you want, but I'm going to read it to you. It makes no difference whether you want the specifics of it or not. It is the vibrational essence of the subject, your attention that is being attracted. That which you really, really want, you get. And that which you really, really do not want, you get. That's the message for you. So think positive. Okay, because I think we're thinking that your ship wasn't coming in. Now you start thinking about your ship coming in. Start dreaming about it. I mean, like daydreaming, because you can't manifest in your dreams. You can only manifest when you're awake. So, if you start thinking negative, turn those thoughts around and start thinking positive, and you will attract that of which you think about, okay? So this is your message from Abraham. This is your reading from Universal Guidance Tarot, and I thank you for watching.